1. E-commerce distribution center for small business. E-commerce in the USA grew to over $450 billion in 2017, a 16% increase from 2016. However, with these enticing statistics, the huge presence of Amazon.com creates tough competition for small businesses. This business idea would help fix that by creating a service where small businesses can have their products shipped for storage and distribution, ultimately helping manage their online sales. This also takes out the complications of managing that operation for small business owners. With the market set to grow further, this idea is one to watch. 2. Retail and distribution consulting. Many retail commercial spaces are becoming ghost towns as people continue to shift to purchasing stuff online. A unique trend that has already been established in China is using retail outlet spaces for both customers and distributors. They shrink the front space to make room for a space in the back for distribution. To execute on this. 3. International trade consulting company. Since Trump's presidency, there have been a lot of changes and more potential changes coming with international trade. This company would help other companies keep up and manage these changes in regulations, tariffs, and other uncertainties. As other countries change their policies, there will be more demand for this idea. 4. Personal cybersecurity software company. Cybersecurity threats continue to increase year over year, and the severity of the threats keeps increasing. For instance, look at the recent Equifax hack. Millions were affected. Almost everyone has a smartphone with several social media accounts, online banking, personal photos, and other important information. Many people don't have this protection. This idea would cater to the executives and rich who really need their personal information secure at all times. As online services grow, so does the potential for this company, as more cyber attacks happen. 5. Small business cybersecurity software company. Again, with the increases in cybersecurity threats, many small businesses are vulnerable to attacks and threats too. Many of them also cannot afford big-name software systems or an IT department to get things under control. By developing software that would protect all the basic areas of a small business, you could serve 98% of the business community in the United States. 6. Security company, drone-powered. With the use of drones, one can provide surveillance to large areas using thermal and HD cameras. It can also prevent the threat to human security employees from any harm from robbers or other threats. This is also an idea that can be started with little money, surprisingly. All you would need to do is buy a drone that is quiet and has thermal, noise, and HD capabilities. In total, it costs about $1,500 if you shop smart. Then you could go and get security contracts for large pieces of land. 7. Digital assistant integrations company. Many large corporations provide assistance to executives. However, the one downfall is that the executives can work a lot longer than their assistants do, leaving them without help sometimes. With the growth and rise of artificial intelligence, AI, personal digital assistants could be the perfect replacement. If you have an interest or knowledge in developing personal assistants for executives to process calls, book meeting times and flights, arrange printings, etc., then this idea would be perfect for you. 8. School of the future. The rise of AI over the next decade is going to disrupt how people work in general. This will change the needs of the schooling institutions that prepare our youth for the future. The school of the future idea would be a private school, teaching people the skills they need to compete and operate with AI. For instance, soft skills are going to be in higher demand than ever before. If you have a passion for education. 9. Corporate immigration consultant. Again, since Trump has taken over the White House, there have been a lot of changes to immigration laws. On the contrary, there are a lot of businesses in America that rely on immigrants for top talent. For instance, there is a shortage of quality computer programmers in the USA, so many of them need to be hired abroad. The changes in policy also complicate things where other businesses need help navigating this area. This idea would help fill that complication. 10. AI implementation company. With over 35% of executives looking into the implementation and investment into AI, there is definitely a need for an AI implementation business. For this idea, you would be using other AI software that other companies developed, in conjunction with reliable data gathered for the inputs to create useful systems that other companies could use.